Hello, beautiful world. We are 6 women, 6 experts, 6 mothers, wives, daughters, partners. We came here today, 6 women who serve human needs, 6 entrepreneurs from different countries. We ask permission to come close to you and share our perspectives and hopefully inspire you on how to deal with challenging changes in our life and our business these trying days. Our intention is to feel how close we all are in the world, how similar our stories are, no matter where we live or our culture is, and eventually how much more are the things that unites us than the others that seem to separate us. So, I'm Georgiacharisi. I am a business coach and the host of this conversation, and I'm about to introduce you our first guest, Mrs. Christiana Vassiliou. Please, Christiana, are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here. Hello to everyone. I will introduce myself to people out there. I am Christiana, and I am a Russian Cypriot mother of 2 daughters, which means I have a mixed background. As a speech and language therapist, life coach, and NLP master with 50 plus years of experience working with kids, I want to point out that this is a very challenging time for all the families out there. Because we're experiencing a sudden change in our lives and in our daily routines. As a parent, you need to make your daily time beneficial while you're staying home, teach your children life skills and resilience, of course, because this is the time appropriate and those facilities will last forever. I'm going to share with you activity you can do with the children so everyone remains calm and busy in their house.
Very interesting.
Very interesting because there are a lot of parents out there struggling to be in one place all the time.
Absolutely.
So number one, more important, is to create a timetable. Children thrive to be on schedules. Routines create a feeling of a security and help children learn self-control and targets. You can create a daily program according to your family needs and try to keep it as much as possible. If this is not happening, this is not the end of the world.
Yeah, sure.
Another tip is to get exercise. It's well known that during this period, we need to manage our weight and let the stress out. So it's important to keep moving. After any workout, children are getting tired, then of course better sleep. You also, of course, you can do many art and craft activities in the house. Be creative and develop their imagination by using home or recycled materials you already have around the house, like shoe boxes, magazines, old buttons. Draw on a canvas, create a collage, or a vision board out of newspapers. Clay modeling is another best medium that promotes creativity, fine motor skills development, and encourages the children for self-expression. You can find an easy recipe online and create your own one if you don't have anything in the house when the kids are around. Also, another tip is, who doesn't like to experiment?
Me, first of all.
You don't like them?
I do like them.
I am excited about doing experiments. Yeah. Try a simple science experiments. You can find many of them online. It's about developing a way of thinking and exploring. It helps the children understand more about the world around them, observe and predict natural events, and actually we are making the learning fun. As a speech and language therapist, I can say with big confidence that by encouraging literacy, children develop strong language skills, positive emotions, and imagination. After reading a book, you can discuss characters' feelings and motivations, talk about the sequence of events that have happened, and use the new vocabulary in many new sentences you can make. Another point is very also important. You can also put music on and dance all together. I love Just Dance with my daughters doing that.
Of course.
Because it creates better physical and mental health, which important, very important at this time. Boost the feeling of joy, freedom, and the happiness which we all need at this moment to create to our children. More than schoolwork now, give them the opportunity to stay entertained and learn something new outside the school environment. So like online sessions for photography or drawing, a piano, or you can watch together some very interesting Discovery Channel topics about dinosaurs or earthquakes or anything else the kids want to watch. At this period of time, play a lot of games. Because through the play, kids are taking on challenges, they are keep trying, they are trying out their own ideas, make mistakes, find solutions, and all this process are essential elements in building critical thinking, life skills, and resilience. It's what is happening right now. In addition, you can go on a nature walk and enjoy nature together and bring back a few nature treasures like for a spring table or some nature art, some flowers, or you can make also a flower catcher. Now is the perfect time also for gardening and engage children to do it with you. They can observe every day how plants are growing and be responsible to water them in every other day. Cook together, of course, and encourage healthy eating habits, like eat nutritious food that can boost your immune system. We like, for example, with my daughters, making some fresh juices and salads. You can paint a wall, because in any house there is a wall full with stains that needs to be repainted. Rearrange your wardrobe or the playroom, since the children began to see connections and patterns as they sort their toys or t-shirts according to color or size. Set everyday house chores, because they learn also responsibility, respect the teamwork, and improve planning skills. Another thing, it's important to set up communication time talking about your feelings. You need to get connected, but not corrected at this time. Help them feel positive waves and express the bad feelings they are having at this moment, and express their concerns, give them a lot of hugs, and reassure them that you are all together and we are all together in this new situation. It's really important to stay connected with friends, family, classmates, or teachers to build healthy social emotional skills. And they have the chance and the opportunity to share their own concerns and listen to the other concerns too. The other thing that is really, really important, I want you to ask yourself, what do you want your kids to remember when all this thing is over? So
very important.
Consider actions that you, as a role model, as a parent, you may educate your kids how to help others in these difficult times, and not only learn them to find the positive learnings out of bad experiences by, I can say an example, filling up a jar with everyday positive learnings they can get today, tomorrow, or the other day, and at the end of until the end of the guarantee. With this way, they will definitely create a new positive pattern in their brain how to handle difficult things and difficult times. Last but not least, You start a daily gratitude mindfulness practice
Wow.
by writing them in a journal. This is really important for children to be calm and write down their thoughts, and remember that any crisis has a beginning and an end. Nothing in this world has remained the same. So my message from my point of view is we stay home, but we stay strong together, but connected.
Wow, thank you so much, Christiana. I couldn't
You're
even
so
imagine.
welcome.
There are so many ideas we can do at this period, which is not on our normal schedule, correct? Really? Okay. Great. Thank you very much. So we are going to we're going to go to a different issue with another guest. We are going to go to another target group of people, and we're going to discuss about loneliness. So, Maria Rolandou, are you here, please?
Hello to everyone.
Hello to you too.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
I'm very happy to be a part of this community of entrepreneur women.
We are very happy to be all together.
Really happy. It's a great pleasure to be here sharing some ideas how to deal your time under a new challenge of pandemic with people who are stay alone at home.
Okay. Could you please firstly introduce yourself?
Yeah, let's introduce myself. I'm Maria Rolandou. I'm mother of two lovely children, 29 and 23 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a certified life and relationship coach. And of course, I'm from beautiful island, Cyprus. And my passion became my work.
Amazing.
I'm convinced that when this challenge is over, all we will be different. And why will be? The reason is that all changes are coming outside from our comfort zone, and we are in it right now. So, my dears, today I will share some tips that you can incorporate into your daily routine. The time has come. The busy life that was cool came at the end. Forget it. You have 24-hour free as you are looking for to having time for yourself and for new activities. Time without stress and anxiety is here. First tip I want to share is to take a time for your inner voice. Find the voice of ego via your higher self. Find the meaning and purpose of your life. Ask yourself who you want to be, what you really need to have in your life when this finish. The habits and the situation that you don't need anymore in your life. Write down your feelings and your emotions, the goals you want to achieve. Research shows that you need 21 days to delete or to replace one habit. Let's do it then. Try one habit at a time. We are so blessed, my dears. We live in a 21st century, the century of technology. Everything you are looking for is there, and they are even offer you for free. Like communication with screens, as like here, and information you are looking for. Maybe it's the ideal time to take an online courses on whatever subject you would you can interested in. Anything that make you feel free, calm, enjoyable. Try it. Third tip that maybe you love it is reading. Yes, reading. Think, what can you read? What do you need to read right now? Whatever you like, whatever inspires you or motivate you. Read, read, read. Books are our best friends. One lesson that I learned on this challenge, and I want to share it as well, is the organization of my daily routine. It works like GPS. It's a GPS of my life. Organize your program by own. It helps you to see your progress from where you started and where are you now. Take notes as well. Your wins, write your wins every day and bless for them. And for the end, I left two important tips, which I love them very, very much. One is to take time for your treatment. Look after yourself. Do not stay with pajamas because you are home alone. Wear your clothes because it's changed your mood. It's encourage you. Enjoy your bath. Do new hairstyles and new makeup for women.
It will all uplift our energy, correct?
Of course.
Yeah.
Make homemade face masks. We have many ingredients at home, so you can use. Look at YouTube, you find too much. You are not a fan of gym, not me. You believe that is the right time to start. Why not? Try 20 minutes a day, 2 days a week, just for a beginning. We want a healthy mind, body, and spirit. Enjoy every moment now. Enjoy the sun, the moon, see the plants, smell the flowers. Just notice them. Feel every emotions deep on your heart. Make the house, the wardrobe, empty whatever you don't need anymore. Anything that is useless, broken, make space for a new things. And it's a good idea because if you leave our useless and broken, new people coming in your life.
Wow.
You make space.
Really?
Yeah. And at the end, how does the idea of organizing a Zoom meetings with your besties, how it sounds to you? Anything you would like, a meeting for dinner, for coffee, why not for exercise altogether? Where your ideal clothes, if you are going for a dinner, wear your good clothes. If you are making exercise, make your leggings and athletes shoes and do enjoy the new reality. Always with your smile and cheerful mood. It's an amazing experience, believe me. I try it and I love it. So, my dears, that's all from me to you. Don't waste time anymore. This is your time. It's time for your rebirth. Manage your 24-hour creatively and consciously as possible. You are a boss of your life. You are a manager of your 24-hour. Stay home, stay safe, come out stronger, powerful, and mindful. I'm with you. I feel you. I love you, and I support you. Together we can. Thanks for this calling. I really love
thank you for this lovely idea.
I'm wishing you a happy Easter and enjoy every moment.
Thank you, Maria. And
kisses.
These are beautiful ideas for so that people will not feel that much lonely. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So amazing. Who's the next amazing lady we have in our company? It is Mrs. Minnku Buttar. Minnku, please.
Thank you so much, Georgia.
Welcome.
Wonderful to be united here with such spirited and all of us taken these initiatives. And thank you, Christina and Maria, so inspiring. Just to give you a brief introduction, My name is Minnku Buttar. I live in India and I'm a mindfulness facilitator, and I founded my retreats called the Circle of Joy retreats. Now, as you were speaking, Christina and Maria, I realized that we human beings, when we have the freedom, and I know that I can take a flight and go and see my children. I don't do it more than 2 times. But now that there is a lockdown and we are confined and we know that we can't do it, the heart aches more.
Yes.
So we always want something that is not available in the moment. So very happy to be here. So a little bit about my inward journey. So my journey is few years when I realized that my essence and my potential can only be realized when I can embrace mastery over myself and the environment together in that equation, and to find my own life's purpose, and also to inculcate a very positive relationship with myself and others. And that's what I do as a mindfulness practitioner with my master classes and my soulful retreats. Now, what I also realized, and I would like to share with all that are going to hear us in totality, in this togetherness with all 6 of us, it is in this understanding of universal awareness and a very unitary consciousness that can lead us away from stress in these very trying times, and it can lead us to a beautiful coexistence, a higher consciousness and bliss. In India, we call it Satchitananda. So talking about stress, from a biological point of view, when you feel stress, it's the adrenal and the pituitary glands that are releasing so many hormones like your adrenaline, your cortisol, your dopamine. And these hormones actually, they create even more feeling of unease and anxiety and even depression, right? So depression is something we would all agree is something that we need to be careful. Again, taking a cue from Maria, it's the loneliness that can lead us to depression. So let's talk about practical solutions. While I realize that we all 6 might have some common guidelines, but then also these are practical guidelines, so bear with us. So from my perspective, I love the 5 Buddhist coping strategies that I want to share. Now, it's very universal. We don't have to be a Buddhist to practice this. So I'll go through these very quickly, and then we'll go to a little bit more fun things that we can do to keep stress-free. So mindfulness, as a mindful practitioner, I cannot strategize and impress enough that our non-judgmental awareness and acceptance of this present moment. That's without weaving too many stories in our head about the past or worrying too much about the future is what will carry us through. So we have to learn to stay in the moment. We really need it right now. Meditation, as Maria rightfully said. So when you focus in a very relaxed, in a very unwavering way on our higher consciousness, whether we use the breath technique or whether we use a mantra, it doesn't matter. It's a great way to send signal to the brain to relax and connect to our higher self. What about loving and kindness? In these trying times, please be non-judgmental. It is my appeal to everyone out there. Be compassionate, be kind to yourself, to the others. Look around your surroundings and see who might need help. Morality, to be moral is so important. Must practice in these times the right speech, the right actions, and do things with the right intention. And we have to realize, like Maria said, about impermanence of our situation, that nothing is going to last forever, and this too shall pass, right? I'm talking about the hard challenges we're all going through. We must have faith and trust. I'm not going to talk about the fatalistic karma because it's not everyone's belief. So let's get on to some very practical ways how we can stop fretting, fuming, and we can stop replaying the same fears, the same emotions, like a broken cord with so much stuff happening in the media. So how do we take away and be in the present? So I have a few suggestions, if you allow me to share them with you. So taking the cue from Christina and Maria, I think to follow a routine and regime, Maria, as you said, to get out of those pajamas, I really like that, what you said, that we need to utilize our day better so that we can finish all our work on time and still have time for entertainment, hobbies, and spend very precious time with our families connecting. So for that, you have to wake up early. And you know what they say, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. So exercise, yes, we must include this as a stress buster. Now, I'm not the one to exercise off the YouTube. But I've had so much fun picking up those Pilates classes and the yoga classes off YouTube. And every single morning, I have exercised for about 45 minutes. It makes me really feel good. It takes care of the cortisol, the excess that is not needed in the body. How about making a list for yourself? We all have a to-do list of chores, and of course we need it to stay focused and organized. But I would say if, and I'm sure Alexandra, you and Jennifer will take this up later, so I don't want to go into it. But my only one pointer for the working people would be avoid distractions if you're working from home. Stay sincere because you're logging in hours. And also, how about making a list for yourself? Make a list of what makes you happy, because happiness quotient is really down right now. So we need to make sure that we pick that up. How are we going to stay happy? Make a list and tick it off. Do things for yourself. We must, I feel, accept and face our challenges. So we need to stay in the eye of the storm, if I can put it like that. We need to stand fearless as very valiant warriors in these times, and look after yourselves. We women out there are, especially in India, and I know it might not be the same for all of you out there, but in India, we all have a staff of 5 and 6, and we have cooks, and we have people to help us out. We feel much in gratitude. But right now, there's a lot of working women, and I say this from a very practical point of view, that they have not entered the kitchen for almost for a decade. They've never cooked.
Really?
So in these times, I think amongst the mopping and the brooming and the cooking, I think it is very important to not to forget about themselves. We tend to start eating unhealthy meals by not giving our own body and mind enough rest. So taking a nap and deep breathing and learning how to meditate might be a great way to keep stress free. So mindfulness, and also we must find ways of indulging our mind, our body, our soul. Before I finish this, I want to just give very fun things that might bring a smile on your lips on a very happy, quirky note.
Yes, please.
So I would say, take a minute to have a chuckle every single day. If people around you in the house are very morose, go do it in front of the mirror. A little ha ha, hoo hoo. It may seem like a very strange thing to do, but what's really funny about it, that these laughing procedures have the same positive effects like a placebo effect on the body, whether it's real or whether it's stimulated and fake. Another thing I read recently was, I don't know if you know what a fractal is, Georgia, and everyone else. A fractal is like a similar and an identical pattern in nature, in art, in architecture. And research shows that if you look at fractal patterns. And in real life, I'd like to give you some examples. It's like the ocean waves, or the snowflakes, or even the swirls in a painting. These produce an amazing calming effect on the brain. So find a
I absolutely agree with you. These are suggestions and recommendations from psychology science.
exactly.
Very useful.
So everyone out there, find a fractal to stare at to de-stress, really. Do some, like Maria said, do some decluttering. It's very soulful to get rid of clothes that you've not worn for about 6 months. Maybe adopt a pet. You know, there's a lot of stray and rescued ones who are going to be out there because there's less food, especially in the third world countries. And the best, I say for the last, take a beer bath. And of course, in these circumstances, a beer soak is not possible because things are scarce and we must not overindulge. But hey, a beer shampoo is possible. And please keep your mouth open for any remnants. When you wash your
Amazing.
hair with beer, keep your mouth open because that's a great way to stay happy. So the last but not the least, always it is my very earnest appeal to everyone out there: be happy, be stress-free, and no matter what, have faith and trust that this moment should also pass. So that was all from me, Georgia.
Thank you very much for your optimistic perspective and your techniques and your suggestions. Thank you very much, Minnku.
Stay happy. Thank
Presence
you.
as well here in our company. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Pleasure.
Amazing. And next amazing lady we are having together in our company is Mrs. Alexandra Ninou, who is a life and NLP coach. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone from Greece. My
Hello.
name is Alexandra Ninou, as you mentioned, and I'm a life coach and an NLP master. It's a great pleasure for me to be here with 5 different and adorable women. We are all going through something very challenging for the first time, and some of us may not know how to cope with these new circumstances, which is normal. Do you spend your whole day now with your partner? Were you one of those people that always lived on autopilot? Were 24 hours never enough, and thus now you are stuck at home waiting for the hours to pass?
Hot stuff.
Let's see how we can make these hours more constructive. First, let's take a moment to look at our emotions. Ask yourself, how I'm feeling right now? Through these questions, you'll be able to be more accurate and specific when talking about them to your partner. What are your core values and what your partner wants? Communication is the #1 aspect for a healthy relationship. Make a good deed together. Make a donation to a charity that you will choose together. This will bring you closer. Always love units people. Observe the words that you use. Are they positive or negative? Do they make you feel trapped, overwhelmed? Or do you feel that this extra time has given you the chance to do things with your partner that you'd never have the time to do? According to NLP, the choice of using positive words affects your emotional state. Staying home could be a great chance to read a new book. It would be even better if you read it together with your partner. Another point of view, as Maria said before. How can you do that thought? Choose a book. Like men are from Mars, women from Venus, and try to relate to the stories described. You will laugh together with the similarities the story describes of your everyday life. This is also a great way to understand your and your partner's behavior patterns. And next time you'll cross them, you'll just laugh. Trust me, I have been there. Play a board game together. How long has it been since you played one? Or even dance a slow blues in a candlelight in your living room. This can also be a great chance to check your finances. Is there a subscription you no longer use? Maybe it's time to cancel a credit card? It's a chance to check where your money goes. Remember, after this task, you'll feel very productive. Having this extra time to think and be with him can help us answer the question, do I want to be in this relationship? People love us because the way we make them feel when they are with us. Last but not least, let's not forget that God, universe, circumstances, call it what you like, are calling us to show off the best version of ourselves. Everything is irrelevant and relevant. We need to write our own story in these challenging moments and choose who we want to be. And please keep in mind that life is happening for us, not to us. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you too very much, Alexandra. Great. So the four previous ladies discussed about personal issues we deal with at this challenging period. In the next guest and me, as a last guest, we will discuss about business. So our next guest is Jennifer Kanaan. Please, Jennifer.
Thank you, Georgia.
You're welcome.
I have to mention that before we did this initiative together, I didn't know, I knew some of you, but not really on that personal level. So I guess this is one of my takeaways as well is to get to know each one of you on that personal level. And I found a lot of interesting tips for myself as well. So thank you for the initiative, and thank you all.
Thank you for your presence and your support.
My pleasure. So I am Jennifer Kanaan, and I'm from Lebanon. My main focus, I'm a digital marketing expert, and I work with startups basically so that they use startups and entrepreneurs, so they use their digital tools to grow their business. I know a lot of people have been struggling for a while to adjust. So for us, maybe we've been going through an economical crisis. And I know that with the pandemic now, most people have had to close either their shops or have to change the way they do business. Either they need to move it online, or they're just trying to see how to create new products or new ways to be able to maintain a certain steady income during that quarantine. So I believe that this is a golden opportunity for us to innovate, to recreate our business models and provide even more value to our customers. I'm going to talk about two types of things we can do, one on the short term and one on the long term.
Please.
So on the short term, one of the things that we can implement is to go to our current clients. So who are our current clients, and check with them. What do they need right now in terms of how can we provide value? That tip does not depend on what type of business you're in, but it means that you are reconnecting with your clients and you really are giving more value to them. Number two, and this is one of my favorite, it's most useful, is create new connections. Okay, so it is a time where we're stuck at home. We cannot really go out to meet new people or just introduce ourselves to new networks, but we can really do it online. So one thing we can do is we can run free webinars. So these free webinars will help us build connection with a new audience. We can show our expertise and really provide value to new people. And I can tell you how important it is when you provide value, how much the connection and the bond with these people is stronger. And then automatically they can become clients after a while. So the more you provide value, the more you show your expertise, the better clients they will become. So this is on the short term. On the long term, I think it's high time that we think about how to move our business online. That could be one of the examples I have already with my clients, is how to, sometimes we're used to doing one-on-one sessions, either in mentorship or even in coaching. And there is a huge added value in creating group online calls like the ones we did today, for example. Whatever the business, it can be adjusted online. If you have a product or you're selling something, create an online business, an e-commerce. It is much simpler and less costly than to have a shop and to have employees. You just have to deliver the product. That's one. Two, it's important that we plan it in a way, I guess we all agree that this crisis will end, but I believe that it will have a lasting impact on the way we do business and even on some cultural aspect. I know that for a fact that we are a community of people who like to connect on a personal level, to be in communities. This might have to adjust in terms of, there is an expectation that, for example, gyms will have to take on fewer clients, not to overcrowd them. Movie theaters will have less people in the theater as not to have a big number of people. These things might stay as a way of adjusting our businesses. So that might stay for a while after. And it's important that we be ready for that. Probably things are going to go back to normal in our lives, but they're just not going to go back to the same normal it was before. And I think this is a big lesson for all of us. It's important that we know that we need to adjust, to innovate, to create new ways of
new ideas, new ways. Yeah, correct.
So
I absolutely
adjust your business in a way that it can sustain after the pandemic. So it's going to stop, but it needs to have a certain awareness to what will remain after the pandemic. That's it for me. I think as a conclusion, I want to end with something very important. So I think this is, again, a golden opportunity for us to step out of our comfort zone. At home, we are in our comfort zone, maybe with different distractions in terms of we're not used to spending that much time at home with our family or with the kids being at home. But it's also a golden opportunity for us to innovate in our business and really think how this will impact us in the long way.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I absolutely agree with you. As comfort zone, getting out of the comfort zone is the first and the biggest step in order to grow in any way. Okay, so thank you very much for your ideas. I absolutely agree with you, as we are in the same, almost in the same field. Let me introduce you myself again, as I'm the last speaker here in this conversation. Once again, I'm Georgiacharisi, and I'm a business coach. I live in Greece also. I was for about 20 years in the corporate world, and I love solutions. I am obsessed with solutions. Okay. Guys, you may be familiar to Abraham Maslow's hierarchy pyramid. Well, according to Maslow, human needs have been ranked in 5 levels: survival, security, love and belonging, esteem, and fulfillment. So, in order to feel pressured, every one of us at some point in our lives, this means that some of our needs should not be met or even threatened. So, at this point, let's go deep. What need is threatened at this point of coronavirus and its consequences? Of course, survival and security, the basis of the pyramid, correct? So, what can we do? What can we do to create stability, to try to be active in our business and calm in our life? I believe, I believe the first step is to be aware of the situation realistically and not in a state of what if. What if always is fear. How? By focusing on how we can grow and what are the realistic state of the situation. Also, keeping in mind the entrepreneurial mindset. What I mean about this, a typical human mindset keeps saying, I can't do anything of this situation. The entrepreneurial mindset says, what can I do at this situation? Okay, so let's be practical at this point. What can you do? What could you do if you would lose everything and all that has left you was your laptop and your creative imagination? By the way, how would you survive if you were alone on an island, totally alone? There are situations that activates our creative imagination on what we can do of the things we can control. The point is to focus on the things we can control and not to the others, especially solopreneurs and small businesses. What can you do at this time with the things you can control? And please stay as far away from TV as possible, okay? And stay centered to you and your business. Let's make a small SWOT analysis. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses you can develop? What can you develop in your business? What are the opportunities of this period in your market? Or how can you create opportunities in your market? You see, it's okay, it's in human nature to focus on blaming and complaining. It's okay, it's normal, but it is more realistic and practical if we focus on what are the realistic threats in our business, okay? And then we create an action plan. What inspires you? What motivates you? A legend in leadership, Jim Rohn, it was a person I deeply love. He used to say that motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Just keep going. Because for the things to change, we have to change first. And everything seems impossible until it is done. You already know that you can't be an entrepreneur without a business plan. Okay. Now, at this time, this period, we cannot for next period. All right, we can do it for the second half of the year. As Jennifer said, we can modify our business, we can improve it, we can adjust it. What ideas do you have that you can take advantage of? You can take advantage with some extra preparation, with some extra work, or what can you work on to make some things go softer later? Now it's the time, now it's the opportunity to build the future. I deeply believe it. Develop your network. Personal interaction may not be possible at this time, but create online events, sure, of course. And please focus on your marketing. Think about what tools do you have and what can you give to your prospects. Let me say some examples. My dear photographers, since you cannot use the studio, your studio at this point, offer projects that, okay, they will not bring you a serious income now, but it will expand your potential clientele. How? Make Photoshop. Ask to edit people's photos for sites, e-shops, or social media. My dear nutritionists, designers, aesthetics, and hairdressers, create tutorials, give advice, give value to people and tips online. And this, you can use it as a marketing tool or just sell them. Doctors, holistic healers, coaches, psychologists, okay, people need you more than ever at this period. Support them online using any of your techniques can be done remotely. Also, restaurants, chefs, caterings, give recipes, make a promo dish or a menu and deliver it in your neighborhood for free. Yes, for free. It may not bring you immediate profit, but it's an excellent form of marketing The results of you will see as soon as you will reopen your business. You see, my friends, solutions always exist. The question is, how do we keep our mind focused on the solution instead of the problem? I deeply believe that everything in the universe, in our life, in our business, everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. And that is scientifically proven. That the energy, I emit, creates my reality, as well as the collective energy and vibration creates the collective reality. So the most important, I feel, we have to be aware of at this challenging period, is where we focus and how our belief system supports or sabotages us. Because what is a belief anyway? It is a repeated thought or a narrative I have heard, adopted, and it had become my second nature. So what I choose to believe does not depend on any external condition, but on what's going on my mindset. And what I believe defines my action or non-action. Mindset is our strongest asset for both our personal life and our business. That's it for me. If anyone else would like to say something else as a goodbye, is there anything else you would like to add to this conversation? Are we okay?
I would like to thank, shall I say?
Of course, yeah, of course, Christiana.
Yes, I would like to thank all of my co-speakers and co-coaches for the beautiful advices. There are things that even we are coaches and we didn't concentrate on some targets, and now we have the reminding that what we need to do. So it was a brainwash right now. And I think this is a very strong message that we can be together in this and stay strong and stay together.
Absolutely. And all women of the world can create miracles.
And I also think listening to all of you, how beautifully we came from different perspectives. I think it is that jolt, it's like a lightning that we have to think out of the box. We cannot stay secure inside the box anymore. We have to be resourceful and we have to come up with brilliant new ideas. And really, for me as well, it has been a great learning from all 5 of you. And I thank my wonderful sisters here. And I hope we can together carry on being inspiring and come up with new novel ideas with our strengths. You know, Georgia, as you said, put it together so that we become pioneers, we become the lighthouses.
Absolutely.
I see ourselves as lighthouses to, you know, because we come with the right intention. And I think intention is everything.
Oh, yes.
And we come out of unconditional love for ourselves and for everyone else. And so when you do something out of love, how can you ever be wrong? So I love this. I love this togetherness. Thank you.
We all. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We hope you enjoyed this video cast. We definitely enjoyed recording it.
See you all soon.
Stay safe. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Be the leader of your life and your business, and keep rocking your life and your business.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.